Hi, my name is Aaron Turner. Welcome to Portland, and this is America's Security Guard. Hi, my name is Aaron Turner. Born and raised in Portland, Oregon. Lived around here my whole life. Basically went to high school around here, went to college up in Salem, Oregon almost, Western Oregon University, back in Monmouth. And been doing security for about 7.5 years. Done executive protection for about 2.5 years, and just got into private investigations this year. So mostly what got me into security, kind of want to follow my dad's footsteps a little bit. He did law enforcement for over 25 years for Portland, and just kind of want to follow through his footsteps. Wanted to learn security, learn how to learn about the state laws, learn about the city laws, and kind of just security stuck with me. There's just a bunch of things that I kind of learned from it, from executive protection, armed protection, private investigations. It's just a big field when it comes to public safety, and that's what really got my interest in security. And I've always found it hard to leave here. I've always loved Portland, always loved the weather, always loved the outdoors, and especially the food's the best part. So I find it really, really hard to leave sometimes. But yeah, so been working with Echelon for going on 2 years now, and they just provided me opportunities to grow with the team, learn about leadership, community outreach, and being more involved with the community, which makes it different from other security companies that I've worked with. Things I feel like security guards need to be, honestly, what they need to be fit for is being on the go. Because I mean, a lot of guards like to stand for hours, but I think you gotta have a consistency of wanting to move around a little bit. I think it's good for your body. It keeps you, keeps your awareness going. And most importantly, it kind of just keeps you awake, you know. I think a good start is like, okay, see if I can run for 10 minutes. Do a pyramid type system. What I like to do is like, okay, for a week, I'm gonna see if I can run for 10 minutes straight. All right, the next week I'm gonna add 5 minutes. So now it's 15 minutes of running. Okay, I can keep up with that. Now move up to 20. Move up that pyramid. It's like, okay, now I got my cardio down. How can I work my strength a little bit? Body, you have your body weight, which is like probably the most important, more than heavier weights. I would say for myself, like I've always been a heavy lifter. Using your body weight, like again, 10 push-ups. Okay, I can do 10 push-ups. I can do that in a week. Okay, now add more sets to it. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do 5 sets of 10. I think it's important to kind of just emulate that, you know, 5 sets of 15, then move up to 20, and then start doing sit-ups, start doing like, you know, wall sits, body squats, things like that. My vest is about 8 pounds, and extra gear at the time was about an extra 5 or 6 pounds. When I lowered that 4 pounds, it made a huge difference in my fitness. Running around, moving around, it made a really huge difference. I think a lot of guys just put things on their kit that are just heavy, when you really could just put on your belt or just like minimize. I was that guy once, where I'd have everything there, so I won't have to reach down in my pocket, I don't have to reach in my pants pocket. Just honestly, just kind of use what you have on you a little bit, kind of limit that a little bit, because when I had a bunch of stuff on me, it made it harder for me to like put hands on people and stuff like that, or protect myself. So I definitely had to do a lot of research and a lot of just like changes a little bit, just moving my gear mostly to my belt, or, you know, like I carry a backpack around with me. It's like, okay, well, I have Narcan, I have that on me. Everything else that I don't need is kind of in a bag for me in case I need it. So just kind of minimalizing your equipment for your own safety.
Raise up with that neck.
Yeah, weird.
You know, a sore ass neck.
No.
Keep your feet flat right there. You can put more of your shoulders on the for right now since it's good right there.
One of my biggest stories, and this was a scenario that happened, I actually ran 2.5 miles to a hospital to save a man that had just had cardiac arrest inside of a van, actually a taxi van I had, and the guy didn't speak English at all, so actually like my phone was dead, probably wasn't the smartest, but I ran all the way to the hospital and was able to get someone to come get him. They actually revived him and saved his life. How fitness played a big part of it was I started doing more cardio. Again, I was a big powerlifting guy, never zero cardio. I thought doing a bunch of power cleans was enough cardio for me, but once I implemented doing more cardio, like running a mile a day and then running 1.5 miles, was something that really helped me out, especially with extra gear on and everything. Definitely made it difficult, but if I hadn't had cardio, I don't think I would have saved that person's life. And that really would have weighed on me for quite some time. So really, fitness did make a difference in my performance that day. So I would definitely say it definitely helped out. when you're getting into training, start slow and start at a lower weight. Do not do any ego lifts just because you see someone benching 500 pounds or just, like deadlifting 700 pounds. Like, don't try it. Start off slow. It's like a tricycle. You start doing lower weights and more reps. It's good for your body. If you start ego lifting, you're going to see results of just like back injuries, other injuries you might endure during those workouts. So I think it's important you start off slow. As for diets, be sure to add fruits and veggies. It's important to really add fruits and veggies to your diet. It makes you feel better. It gets you energized. And try to cut out any crazy caffeines. Like, if you're going to have caffeine, at least have at least one, and then go from there. Don't try drinking 3 or 5 Red Bulls thinking it's going to make it through the night. Try one, but mostly simulate it with a lot of water. Feels weird.
Yeah. So how would you load up the slats? What is it, like your feet? That's a good position. See what I'm saying? Same thing, right?
Yeah. I think just like with working out again, getting a 1 hour to an hour and a half workout in, or even just 30 minutes, like, made me more energized to do my night shift. It kept me awake. It actually got me excited to like finish my shift and start another workout. Like, that's how energized that I was. And a big thing about like working night shifts is also like your nutrition. Again, caffeine's always great, but definitely drink lots of water. That'll also keep you awake. That's definitely a big thing, but fitness really just kept me energized and kept me awake compared to just staying in, sleeping, going straight to work. Like, I made sure I got my sleep. Sleep's important. And then nutrition also is important, so be sure you pack healthy foods for yourself during the nights. Try not to have caffeine just because you're getting tired, but definitely a workout will definitely keep you awake. Gotta be in the best in shape heavyweight.
What would you say to a security guard who says, I just stand around all day, I don't need to run 3 miles a day?
Then you are okay being average, is what I say. You want to be an average guard. I don't think that fits for anybody. Like, I don't think there's one person that I think of that wants to wake up and be like, you know what, I'm just gonna be average, I'm not gonna make a difference today. I definitely believe you wake up with a purpose in whatever job you're passionate about, and you want to make a change, whether if it's to your mental health, your physical health, I think is important. I think people should come to work ready to go, like ready to do their job. Not always going to be happy, but like, you got to perform, and people are always watching you. So do you want to grow in your industry, or you just want to be average and just collect a paycheck and go home? So honestly, work like that, like, I stand around all day, I don't need to run 3 miles, and you're just too content being average. And when it comes down to it, I just rather not be average. Like, I want to be the best performer I could be, not only to outbeat everybody, but I also want to be a leader, someone that looks, up at me for guidance or anything that they might need. Yeah, I moved a little bit when he hit me. Just a little bit. Had to. I'm 6'7", I'm 260. Just because I look intimidating, you gotta have good people skills. Like, communication, how to talk to somebody is really important in the way you approach somebody, as in, like, you don't tower over them. Like, you kind of like give them respect. You hear their story, their side of things, or like how they grew up. So that's kind of how I go on with it. Just again, if you're gonna go into a field like that, be sure that's something you're ready to do. You're not ready to slack off. Like, it's a serious profession. And I think it's important, that you kind of come into things wanting to go 100%. So whether if you want to learn or you want to exceed in that position, you gotta be ready for it. So definitely, something to be aware of before you choose an occupation like that, and what the risk factors are. So something that I definitely learned from it was, obviously learn from your leaders, especially people that are considered veterans. They know a lot, you can learn a lot from them, and it can help you excel in your profession. So definitely learn from people around you if you're not aware of what you're supposed to do or wanting to learn, and be passionate about it. I miss the old turf. I said I miss the old turf.
That's how we
Thanks for watching us and supporting us. Be sure to message or subscribe to OPSEC Media Group if you'd like to learn more about private security life. Be sure to subscribe and like.